Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.
Welcome back into the ECAT studio. This is Easton News, and I'm Joe Taft.
And I'm Jack Ryan. Today is Tuesday, January 13th, 2026.
Easton police say a 66-year-old woman died following a crash Wednesday, January 7th. The head-on collision happened on Belmont Street around 9:15 a.m. and involved a sedan and a pupil transport van. Police say the woman was driving the sedan and was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the transport van suffered minor injuries and was taken to a medical center. Authorities say no one else was inside of either vehicle, and the crash remains under investigation.
A woman died Thursday night in a house fire on North Main Street. Fire officials say crews were first dispatched just after 9:20 p.m. for what was reported as a medical alert activation on a home on North Main Street, but arrived to find a working fire. The blaze quickly escalated into a 4-alarm fire, drawing mutual aid from surrounding communities. Firefighters later located the woman deceased inside the home. Her name has not been released, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation.
The Select Board and Finance Committee are seeking an interested Easton resident to fill a temporary vacancy on the Finance Committee. The appointed term will run through April 28, 2026, following the town election, and candidates will be invited to interview at a joint meeting of the two boards. Residents may also choose to run for a full 3-year term in the upcoming election if they'd like. Applications for the temporary vacancy are being accepted through Tuesday, January 27th.
Easton residents are reminded to return their 2026 annual town census forms. Census forms were mailed the week of January 5th and must be signed and returned to the town clerk's office within 10 days of receipt, even if no information has changed. The town officials note that failure to return the census can result in removal from active voting list under the state law. Residents who did not receive a form or misplaced it can submit a blank census form through the town, but a census cannot be used to register to vote or change party enrollment, which must be done through the state's online voter registration portal.
The Easton Historical Society and Museum is inviting the public to an open house Sunday, January 18th from 12:30 to 4:30. This event will focus on the 250th anniversary of Thomas Paine's Common Sense, first published January 10th, 1776. A special presentation will begin around 1 and last about an hour, exploring how Paine's plain spoken pamphlet helped turn American independence from a fringe idea into a popular cause. All are welcome to attend and learn about this pivotal moment in history.
Easton Grange 196, in partnership with American Legion Post 7 and VFW Post 2547, will host its 5th annual community blood drive on Sunday, February 16th, 2026. The drive runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the VFW Hall, located at 148 Allen Road in Easton, at the corner of Rockland Street and Allen Road. This event supports the Red Cross and provides important opportunity to donate much-needed blood. Residents are encouraged to sign up in advance at redcrossblood.org.
Save the Date Young Movie Makers ECAT's Filmmaker Workshop is back again this February vacation. From Tuesday, February 17th through Friday, February 20th, middle school students have the opportunity to come to the ECAT studio, hang out, and learn the ropes. The workshop will run from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here at 50 Oliver Street in North Easton. It's open to all middle school students and it's completely free of charge. To sign up or to get more information, contact Kim Pincus at kim.pincus@eastoncat.org. Who knows, you might want to take our jobs here by the end of that vacation. So, space is limited. Hurry fast to sign up.
The International Singer-Songwriter Association Boston Northeast Chapter Boston Northeast Chapter continues its Singer-Songwriter Showcase series on Sunday, January 25th at 3 p.m. at Oaks Ames Memorial Hall. The afternoon showcase features performances by Doug Farrell, Katie Dobbins, Linda Marks, and Tom Maynard. The event takes place at Oaks Ames Memorial Hall, 3 Barrow Street in North Easton. Admission is by suggested donation of $10 to $20, and all are welcome to enjoy an afternoon of live original music from talented regional artists.
The Oliver Ames class of 2026 is hosting its 4th annual fundraiser on Sunday, January 25th from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Queeset Gardens in Easton. This event features mini photo sessions for your family dog with 10-minute back-to-back sessions available. The cost is $140 per dog, $40 per person, and $40 for each additional dog, with 40% of proceeds benefiting the OA class of 2026. Space is limited and advance booking is required through Boom 43 Photography.
The Easton Shoveltown Cultural District Art Co-op Gallery is featuring a local artist, Dawn Swanson, as its guest artist during the months of January and February. Dawn's work focuses on light, color, and energy shaped by years of experimentation across multiple mediums and study with respected mentors. His bold use of color and contrast designed to uplift and inspire viewers. Visit the Art Co-op Gallery at 50 Main Street to experience Don's work.
Easton resident David McAdam is the featured artist on display at Easton Town Hall for the month of January. David works primarily in watercolor, a practice he began years ago as a creative and therapeutic outlet. Largely self-taught, he later deepened his skills through formal classes at Hunakai Studios in Foxborough. His work reflects years of growth and dedication to the craft, and visitors can view his artwork at Town Hall throughout the month and learn more at capemanart.com.
Kids Paint Night is coming to Frothingham Hall on Wednesday, January 21st from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. This guided painting class with Let's Paint Club is open to children from ages 5 to 12. All supplies are included and the cost is $35 per child. It's a fun, creative night where kids can paint, learn, and take home their own artwork.
Hello Pearl Interiors is hosting 2 upcoming studio events. A gallery wall workshop will take place January 23rd, 2026 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. with a cost of $45 per person. A secret society dinner follows on February 1st, 2026 from 5 to 8 p.m. priced at $125 per person. You can scan the QR code to register and sign up for event updates.
You are invited to an Evening of Elegance, a 100th anniversary fundraiser on Friday, January 30th, 2026 at 7 p.m. at the Brockton Public Library, 304 Main Street. Enjoy live chamber music, DJ and dancing, hors d'oeuvres, wine and beer, and more. Cocktail attire. Tickets are $100 and the snow date is for Saturday, January 31st.
Easton Chamber of Commerce will host its 2026 annual Business Appreciation Dinner Thursday, February 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Easton Country Club. That's 265 Purchase Street. The evening will feature guest speaker Tim David, musical entertainment by Duo Acoustic, dinner, a champagne toast, and a cash bar. You have to RSVP by January 30th.
Pairings Events and Catering is offering new cooking classes in February and March. Upcoming classes include Classic Italian on February 5th, Food is Love on February 12th, Flavors of France on February 26th, Sushi Favorites on March 5th, and Surf and Turf on March 26th. Visit pairings.events and click on Cooking Classes to learn more and to register.
The Ames Free Library is always hosting fun and creative events for people of all ages. Let's see what they have going on in the new year.
Hey, Ames Free Library has a game night, the Ames Game Cafe. We've got board games, card games, fast games, slow games, versus games, cooperative games, games for a few, games for a lot, games for imagining what it was like to wander a 17th century Japanese travel route. On the first Wednesday of every month, 6 p.m. at Queeset House. Coming soon to Ames Free Library. Real talk. It's like a book club, but with films. Watch at home. Discuss here. On the second Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at Queeset House. Opening night is The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford, on January 12th. Movies are available for checkout 2 weeks before each date.
The library and Queeset House will be closed on Monday, January 19th, and will reopen the following day at 9 a.m.
Right after the break, you'll get some local government updates.
And you'll get your 7-day forecast here on Easton News.
We're back, the Oaks Ames Memorial Hall Winter Music Series. 2026, we're very pleased to be back. We've got some good acts coming up this year, some real favorites, and we've got some great ones coming back.
Oh, we do. February 14th, Valentine's Day. We have Steve Smith and the Nakeds. So come to the hall, bring your sweetheart, or maybe find a sweetheart at the hall.
Oh, yeah. No, these guys are very good. We had them for New Year's Eve, not this year, but last year, and people are still talking about it. And I was there. It was a fantastic night. It's good music. It's very energetic. You can't help but dance. So it's going to be a fun night.
It is. Again, February 14th, go to oaksameshall.org, and it's Oaks, O-A-K-E-S. $45 a ticket, 2 for $80. Wonderful night. Doors open at 7, music 7:30 to 10:30. Lots of food, dancing, and fun.
Well, yes, and it's a great space. The hall has a beautiful room that we have the music in. Good acoustics, but also what we've really gotten known for, and it makes a ticket to one of our concerts a real value, is the food. We put on some nice sort of heavy hors d'oeuvres, and Joan is the creator of that, and they're delicious, and there's a big demand for it, and we're happy to do it, and it draws a crowd. We sell out pretty fast. Right, Joan?
We do. So you got to get your tickets. And most importantly, cannot end this without thanking the Bank of Easton. They're our main sponsor, and we couldn't have these concerts without them. So big shout out to John Morley and his staff, and we look forward to seeing you on the 14th.
Yes, don't miss it. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Here we go. My name is Harrison Young, and after 13 years of talk show experience, I seek to bring you the best in interviews with some of the very best guests around, including, and here we are, experts.
I've seen thousands of demons actually come out of the mirror one time.
Wow. Musical guests and artists.
If I say how I feel, would you really listen?
And interesting characters of all types.
I threw that kid across the classroom. Look, he didn't try that ever again.
Wow. Join me at Topic Time on your Easton cable station anytime they want to play it. And from what I understand, that's quite a few times a day. And I love it.
After serving as president of the Easton Historical Society Museum for the past 10 years, Ken Michael stepped down from the role effective December 31st, 2025, and continues to serve on the board of directors. His tenure included significant contributions to the society, most recently his involvement with Easton's 300th tricentennial celebration. In 2025, as of January 1st, 2026, Jonathan J. Coe assumed the role of interim president, pending a confirming vote at the society's annual meeting later this month.
Town Administrator Connor Reed has submitted his resignation and will step down effective January 31st, 2026. Reed has served the town of Easton for 14 years, beginning in 2012 and formally becoming Town Administrator in 2017. During his tenure, he helped implement the Envision Easton Master Plan, advance the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan, and guide the town through major financial and public safety initiatives. Reed will assume a new role as the Town Administrator in Westwood, Massachusetts, beginning on February 1st, 2026. For the time being, Assistant Town Administrator Sean Dugan will act as interim town administrator while the search for a new one takes place.
Easton Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Alicia Cabral has announced she will retire at the end of the school year after 35 years in public education, including 13 leading the Easton District. In a letter to the community, Cabral highlighted major accomplishments such as school capital improvements, expanded equity initiatives, free full-day kindergarten, and new college and career pathways. She says she will continue serving through June and is committed to a smooth leadership transition. On behalf of ECAT, congratulations to Alicia and Connor, both on impactful careers here. Best of luck in the future.
Dog licensing for 2026 is now open in Easton and will continue through February 28th. All dog licenses must be completed before March 1st to avoid late fees. A current rabies certificate is required and must be on file before residents can find their dog ID number and submit an online payment. Rabies certificates can be emailed to Town Clerk's office at easton.ma.us. Residents are encouraged to allow a few days before returning online to process their license. Dog ID numbers can be found on last year's dog license.
It's that time again. Nomination papers for Easton's annual town election are now available at the town clerk's office. The papers can be picked up beginning this week and have to be obtained by Friday, March 6th at 5 p.m. The annual town election will be held Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. An election calendar, list of positions on the ballot, and full candidate packets are now available on the town's website. Candidates with questions can call 508-230-0530 or email townclerksoffice@easton.ma.us.
Drivers are advised that the Elm Street and Washington Street intersection improvement project is currently in a winter shutdown. No construction activity is taking place at this time, and work is expected to resume at a later date, when conditions allow. Travelers should continue to use caution in the area and watch for future updates from the town.
Easton is reminding residents that the town's winter parking ban runs through March 31st. Under the bylaw, no vehicles may be parked on any public street between 1 a.m. and 8 a.m. during January, February, and March, except for emergencies. The rules also limit commercial vehicles from parking for more than 1 hour unless they are actively loading or unloading. Residents are encouraged to plan ahead as the winter ban takes effect.
The Easton 2025 to 2035 Open Space and Recreation Plan was approved, serving as a guiding document for the town's efforts to preserve its natural environment, protect historic landscapes, and support community recreation. The plan outlines priorities for land acquisition, natural and historic resource protection, and recreational facilities. Approval by the Massachusetts Department by Conservation and Recreation makes Easton eligible for certain state grants, and the plan remains valid through 2035.
The native species planting and invasive plant removal project at the Old Pond Conservation Area and along the Bay Circuit Trail was completed following volunteer efforts between late September and November 2025. During the project, volunteers removed invasive species, planted 20 tree saplings and 140 shrubs, and contributed more than 280 volunteer hours to restoring the conservation land to a native plant forest. The project was made possible through a grant from the Taunton River Watershed Alliance with support from volunteers, ECR, and Bill Napolitano.
Now it's time for your 7-day weather forecast.
This is your ECAT weekly weather forecast. For most of the week we have some clouds. We do have some rain coming in on Wednesday, but temps stay high enough that it stays raining, no mixing. On Friday, we have to see about a storm coming up the coast. It could pass by and give us nothing, or we can get hit with some snow. So it'll be later in the day that we find out. After that, it clears out and we just have clouds. It's mainly January thaw for most of the week. Temps do temp down for the end of the week, but then it picks back up. I'm Adam Crow, and this has been your ECAT weekly weather forecast.
When we come back, you'll hear about some fun events happening at the NRT.
And you'll get your OA Sports recap with Jayden Thibault right here on Easton News.
Hey, are you a fan of history? If so, come for a adventure with me, your host Drew Daugherty, as we explore some of the most impactful events of all time. We talk about U.S. history. These events led up to the creation of the first Continental Congress. World history. The Allied forces consist of France, the United Kingdom, Russia, Japan, and Italy, and influential figures. The legacy of Martin Luther King is one of selflessness, and he never stopped believing in the equal and free America. You'll get my takes and opinions, so come along for an adventure on Drew's Venture History TV. Check us out between your recently scheduled programming, as well as on YouTube. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Sick of all the new shows and movies dominating pop culture? Well, have no fear, because Old Time Movie and Old Time TV are here, where we like to add our own flair.
There's a truck out front, and if we could just get the keys.
Man, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Those are flesh-eating zombies. They upended our car, okay? We're lucky to be alive, especially Joe. I had to pull him out of the trunk, for crying out loud.
It's been a long day.
Also, make sure to check out the Radiocast, our accompanying podcast where we talk about what we've watched.
There was a lot of moments of just Mac on the raft going down the river, just internal monologuing over and over and over.
We show the classics and nothing but the classics. Well, except for the weird ones. Check us out on all our channels as well as our YouTube.
At ECAT,
We're here to keep you connected and involved in the community. On ECAT, you can explore the town with Gail Devins.
Hello, I'm Gail Devins, and welcome to our show, Discover Easton.
Tell your story with Harrison Young on Topic Time.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young on a...
Learn something new with the Ames Free Library. Relax with the Ron Van Dam Show.
Ron Van Dam Show, that's who I am. I'm Ron Van Dam. Thank you so much.
Check in on the latest in live town meetings.
2022 Select Board meeting, and Happy New Year.
Stay up to date with all of Ames high school news and live sports.
Tiger Talk.
Share your thoughts on the community forum.
Welcome to Community Forum.
And listen to some exciting new music. So stay connected with Easton Community Access Television. The Yardley Wood Rink is organizing a fundraiser to help purchase materials needed to repair the roofs on its skating sheds. Northeastern Trade Services has offered to donate the labor, and Fernandes Lumber is providing a discount on supplies, but additional funds are still needed to cover material costs. Any money raised beyond what is required for the roof repairs will go towards lumber for new picnic tables and future maintenance projects. Donations can be sent via Venmo to Dave Wallace.
The NRT of Easton will host a sheep pasture creature feature on Saturday, January 24th from 10 to 11 a.m. This one-hour program invites families to meet Seabiscuit, the Trust's education rabbit, and learn about rabbit adaptations through an interactive presentation followed by a craft. Registration is $10 per person, with children under 3 admitted for free.
The Winter Walking Club is back at the NRT this season. Adult participants are invited to join the NRT educator Hannah for a casual guided walk around sheep pasture Friday afternoons. This free program runs Fridays from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. through February 13th, and it's a great way to get outside, stay active, and connect with others during the winter months. Walks meet outside the carriage house at Sheep Pasture, located at 307R Main Street in North Easton.
The NRT will also host Stargazing and Sips on Thursday, February 26th from 6 to 7:30 at Shoveltown. The event includes beer tasting and stargazing. Tickets are $22 for members and $25 for non-members. Attendees must be 21 and over with a valid ID.
Old Colony YMCA is inviting families to a night of fun and friendly competition with Family Bingo Night January 16th from 6:45 to 7:45. Kids, parents, and caregivers can enjoy multiple bingo games, prizes, and snacks in a cozy winter setting. The event is open to all ages and offers a great opportunity for families to spend quality time together at the Y.
The Oliver Ames High School Music Department has announced its spring musical for 2026. Students will take the stage with 9 to 5 the Musical, featuring music and lyrics by Dolly Parton from a book by Patricia Resnick. Performances are scheduled for March 6th through March 8th of 2026. The production brings the hit workplace comedy to life with high-energy music, humor, and student talent. More details on showtimes and tickets will be shared closer to the performance dates.
Inclusion Sports, in partnership with Easton Recreation, is offering basketball and floor hockey sessions for children ages 2 to 7. The program runs Sundays from February 22nd through March 29th at Frothingham Hall. Sessions are 9 to 9:50 for ages 2 to 4 and 10 to 10:50 for ages 5 to 7. The cost is $175 per child, and the program is designed for beginners looking for a supportive introduction into sports.
Bank of Easton is warning customers about a rise in increasingly sophisticated fraud scams, especially text-based smishing attempts. Scammers are posing as banks, delivery services, or even government agencies to pressure people into clicking links, sharing codes, moving money into fake, safe accounts, or investing in offers that they sound too good to be true. Bank of Easton reminds customers that the bank will never ask you to move money for security reasons, and you should never click on links or call numbers from unexpected messages. Other common scams include fake online shopping deals, romance scams that ask for money or gift cards, and so-called job offers that involve moving funds through your account. If something feels off, pause and contact your bank directly using a trusted phone number. Staying informed and cautious is the best way to protect yourself and your money.
The Children's Museum of Easton is hosting a trivia night fundraiser called Play It Smart on Saturday, February 7th from 7 to 10 at the Easton Country Club on Purchase Street. Teams of 4 can register for $260, or individuals can play for $65. The night includes trivia, music, raffles, prizes, and a pizza, wings, and salad buffet with registration. Proceeds support the Children's Museum of Easton, and tickets are available now at cmeeaston.com.
Now it is that time for your Oliver Ames Sports Recap with Jayden Thibault.
Welcome back to Weekly Always Sports Recap. I'm Jayden Thibault. Let's get into the results for last week's games. On Tuesday, February 6th, OA boys basketball suffered their first loss of the season, 72-66 against Attleboro. It was a back-and-forth game in which the Tigers nearly mounted a comeback. Trailing by 13 points in the fourth quarter, they clawed their way back to within just 3. But Attleboro locked in from the free throw line to finish the job. Josiah Marshall had 26 points and 5 rebounds, while Justin Grimaldi had 24. The girls traveled to Attleboro and won 52-32. Avery Gamble had 18 and Mae Forsman had 16 in the win. For the swim teams, the girls won and the boys lost against North Attleboro. On Wednesday, OA Hockey hosted Mansfield, lost 6-4. Jace Pearden had 2 goals in this high-scoring loss. Wrestling lost to Canton 53-28. On Thursday, the indoor track teams faced Foxborough. The boys won and the girls lost. Mitchell Callender uncorked the longest throw in the country by a junior so far this season with a toss of just over 59 feet. Well done. On Friday, boys basketball got back on track with the win over Canton on the road, 58-48. Grimaldi finished with 26 points. The girls also beat Canton, 60-34. Gamble led the charge with 29 points in this one. For swimming, the girls beat Foxborough while the boys lost. On Saturday, Canton blew OA in hockey 7-0. In other news, Chelsea Cunningham, OA's volleyball coach, was named the 2025 HockenmockSports.com Volleyball Coach of the Year. Violet McDonough, Taylor Donahue, and Claire Kenny were named to the HockenmockSports.com first team for their strong seasons, while Jesse Wagner made second team. For boys soccer, Nick Babanicas and Zach Gilson made the best 11, while Alejandro Lanaverde made the second 11. Congratulations to all the award winners. Before we wrap up, big games to watch out for this week include boys basketball versus Abington on Wednesday and girls basketball versus North Attleboro on Friday. This has been your weekly OA Sports Recap. Thanks for tuning in and go Tigers!
Thanks for watching another episode of Easton News. I've been Jack Ryan.
And I've been Joe Taft, and I am still Joe Taft, and I will continue to be Joe Taft. Patriots, big win this weekend.
Yeah, big news for a new Easton resident, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, with their new house in South Easton.
Is that true? I've seen a lot of AI out there about that. But if it is true, I am formally requesting to have Cardi B come on the show. Doesn't matter which show it is. I'd really like to have her on and do some crazy stuff. Stephon can come on too if he wants, but he is busy right now. So, Cardi B, come on down.
This has been Easton News.
Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.